A very good evening. You're watching Big Bang with me, Shruti. An open site in Indiranagar has turned into a waste dumping yard. This has now become a health hazard to the residents.
These are residents of Indiranagar. An open site on 10th Main CMH Road has been giving them nightmares. This site has been vacant for more than 50 years and is now being used to dump garbage. It is alleged that a few residents and a restaurant have been dumping waste on the site. Several requests not to dispose waste have proved futile. The place has become a breeding ground for mosquitoes. Added to that is a stench which has made life miserable for residents.
During '67, I was building my house there, and this site was put to auction by BDA. I remember two people have purchased jointly, and there may be dispute. It is their personal problem. They have to solve that. Either one should take over, the other, or they have to divide like that. But unless if they go to court, it will take some time. So that won't be solved immediately. And it's a nuisance to the neighboring people. See, one single individual is giving trouble to all these neighboring people.
About 30 households in the vicinity of this dumping yard have been affected. Since most of the residents are elderly people, they are vulnerable to respiratory and other diseases. They have been suffering from wheezing and allergic disorders. The compound wall around the site has collapsed and the owners of the site seem to be least bothered. The site is jointly owned by 4 people: Ram Prasad, Soni, Srinivasan and Uma. When our correspondent spoke to one of the owners of the site, this is what she said.
Whoever's given you my number, you need to speak to your source and ask them past 50 years it's been dumped or whatever they have told you. I'm not the sole owner. It's a co-ownership. Okay. Second of all, I'm not in a position to discuss any details with you because the site is going to be disposed. It's going to be sold very soon and the legal formalities are in process. So obviously you should understand that I can't discuss anything with you about who it's going to be sold to, what the current status is, etc., etc. Thirdly, whether it's been dumped, we have built a wall and everything. Actually, I'm not even obliged to give you any justification, but I'm telling you. The compound wall had been built. The so-called residents who are giving you my number, they are the ones who are the so-called civilized residents in court. They are the ones who are dumping garbage into the compound. Okay, and this is not my only priority. The side, you have, as much as you have a responsibility to report what's going on, I have enough responsibilities on my end. This is one of the responsibilities that I'm working towards disposing and finding the right ownership and doing it legally.
Residents have already brought the situation to the notice of the BBMP Commissioner, but to no avail. They are now contemplating filing a petition in court. Shobha Jojiga, News 9, Bengaluru.
Next time you smoke in a public place, you might want to be a little more cautious or your picture with a cigarette might begin to trend on the social media. Here's the police department's latest idea to curb the smoking menace.
It has been quite some time since the police department banned smoking in public places and also made it a punishable offence. However, the menace continues and the new laws have not been very efficient in curbing the problem. The police department has now given the common man affected by the smoker's menace an opportunity to address their problem. You can now snap a picture of the smoker and upload it on the Bangalore City Police Facebook page. Besides, the public can also call 100 and inform them about smokers in public places so that the nearest patrol police can reach the spot and nab them. The department has assured that the identity of the informant would be kept confidential. Police Commissioner Raghavendra Auratkar hopes that this method of uploading pictures on social media would assist in curbing the menace. He also went on to assure immediate action against the offenders.
ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಸಿಗರೇಟ್ ಅದು ಸೇದಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಡು ಬಂದರೆ ಅವರ ಒಂದು ಫೋಟೋಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಸಮಯ ಸ್ಥಳ ಹಾಗೂ ದಿನಾಂಕ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಪ್ಲೋಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ ಅವರ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾದರೆ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್, moral pressure on the violators.
The police department hopes that this will deter smokers. Along with the picture, if more information about the person is given, the police department also hopes to slap a fine on the smokers.
Look, smoking is one thing which is injurious to health, and towards if I'm a person who's supporting the citizen in towards whichever concepts it comes to save the people. Basically, smoking is definitely injurious to health, and imagine Facebook is one of the concepts where they have overcome to eradicate many of the problems. So what I say is, if you people take a pic and upload through Facebook, imagine Facebook is a social network where from the age of 10 to 60, every people are available. So it is one of the brilliant concepts which you people are coming through, and I hope this really works and one day Bangalore will be a smoke-free zone.
As of now, a fine of Rs 200 has been fixed for smoking in public places. The social media trick hopes to act as an added deterrent. So all you smokers out there, be sure to check out the Bangalore City Police Facebook page. You might be trending. Maltesh for News 9, Bengaluru.
A decision on the hike in water tariff was to be arrived at today. Bengalurians were given temporary relief as the decision was deferred.
Tariff not revised. Short-term relief for Bengalurians. There was no consensus on the percentage of hike to be effected, so the decision on the hike has been deferred for now.
ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನ ವಿವರಗಳು ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೋರ್ಡಿನ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಹಲವಾರು ವಿವರಗಳನ್ನ ಅವರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ವಿವರಗಳನ್ನ ಒದಗಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಸ್ತಾವನೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವರ ಅನುಮೋದನೆ ಪಡೆದು ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ದರ ಪರಿಷ್ಕರಣೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ.
A meeting was held at the Water Board office today and was attended by PWSSB President M.S. Ravi Shankar, Urban Development Additional Secretary Satyamurthy, BDA Commissioner Shyam Bhatt and BBMP Commissioner M. Lakshmi Narayana. In the wake of increasing maintenance costs, it is reported that the BWSSB is incurring a loss of 5 to 10 crore rupees every month. It has also not revised tariffs for the past 9 years. Hence, it had sent a proposal for the hike and the government had given its nod. So, what will be the new tariff if the 50% hike is effected? The existing rate up to 8,000 litres is 6 rupees per 1,000 litres. Once a hike is effected, it will go up to 9 rupees per 1,000 litres. Supply between 8,000 to 20,000 litres is charged 9 rupees now, but after the hike, it will go up to 13 rupees 50 paise per 1,000 litres. The next range is between 25,000 to 50,000 litres, where the price would be 22 rupees 50 paise after revision. People paying 30 rupees per 1,000 litres for getting a supply between 50,000 to 70,000 litres will pay 15 rupees extra after the hike. Similarly, people getting a supply of up to 1 lakh litres will have to pay 54 rupees in place of 36 rupees. The same tariff applies for more than 1 lakh litres of water supply. For commercial connections, 36 rupees is charged per 1,000 litres. For a supply of up to 10,000 litres, it will go up by 14 rupees after the hike. The next phase is between 10 to 20,000 litres, where the consumers will be compelled to pay 19 rupees 50 paise for 1,000 litres of water. Consumers getting a supply of 40,000 litres water would pay 66 rupees after the revision. Similarly, tariff for 60,000 litre of water supply would be 76 rupees 50 paise after the hike. The revised hike for supply of 60,000 and 1 lakh litres of water would be 85 rupees 50 paise, and for a supply of 1 lakh litres and above, the revised hike would be 90 rupees per 1,000 litres. According to both sources, a tanker load of water would be sold at 375 rupees compared to the existing 250 rupees per load. BWSSB has delayed going ahead with the hike, but it certainly seems to be on the cards. Anand Burli, News 9, Bengaluru.
Well, with petrol prices surging each day, an alternative form of fuel is the need of the hour. A Bengalurian has come out with an electric bike, and if everything goes well, you might be soon seeing them hit the streets.
Starting from bikes to cars to the humongous lorries, all of them are guilty of releasing harmful gases and pollutants into the atmosphere. The rising petrol prices are another headache for Bengalurians. Electric vehicles for now seem like the most feasible solution to this problem. However, their usage in the city is limited due to a few drawbacks. Now, a Bengalurian has come out to change this. This bike, named Go Green, which has already been launched in the market, is unique. With a capacity to carry about 200 kgs of weight, the Go Green bike is capable of speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour. The bike will not only help reduce pollution, but will also go easy on your pockets. The bike consumes 2 units of electricity for 1 complete charge. Once fully charged, the bike can run about 120 kilometers without any problem. Let's do the math for you. This bike can run for 100 kilometers at just 10 rupees. Amazing, isn't it? Our city is being engulfed with pollutants from vehicles. If this bike is sold on a large scale, it is bound to bring down air pollution.
Comparing it to the other electric vehicles, other vehicles itself, if you're looking at a petrol vehicle today, a petrol vehicle you'd have to fill in fuel. Whereas our vehicles, it runs off the electricity that is coming out of the grid. These vehicles need no number plate, no registration, no license is also not required. And that being said, the other thing is, these vehicles on one single charge, which costs you roughly about 10 rupees, you can look at traveling close to about 120 kilometers. So today, even if you look at any mode of transport, where you can travel about 120 kilometers, be it a train or be it a bus or be it a two-wheeler or be it a four-wheeler, you do not have this low cost, zero pollution.
There are other specialities to this bike as well. Most electric bikes are futile during the rainy season, but this one rides like a charm, even if there is 3 feet of water on the road, courtesy the lack of a silencer. The guys behind the Go Green bike have been manufacturing electric bikes for a long time now. They have sold about 12,000 of them till date. They have released 4 models between the price range of 30 to 40,000 rupees.
Concept-wise, we have more advanced features, and the motors which we have used is the best copper winding motors. That's why it will be totally different from others. This is we are feeling to have a mouth-to-mouth marketing plus touch and feel marketing. So the moment you drive, you can come across there is a vehicle of this sort. Before that, nobody not know that there is an electric vehicle, battery-operated vehicles. But when you drive this vehicle, you come to know that there is such a vehicle which works out cheap for the transportation, plus non-smoking, non-polluting the atmosphere.
Cities from across the world are switching to electric vehicles for a pollution-free drive. It's high time cities like Bengaluru encourage such manufacturers produce and market these bikes on a large scale. Maltesh, News9, Bengaluru.